A somewhat tepid day, at least as far as the price action on the day, but not enough to erase what is 4 straight weeks of gains for major indices here in the U.S. Unchanged on the day for the S&P 500, but back above that 5,300 level. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finally closing out at that 40,000 level, a level that it flirted with yesterday but could not hold. That is the good news here. You also saw a lot of good news overseas in China. The animal spirits there have really taken off here. The Hang Seng Index continues to power higher, largely on the back of a resurgence of those Chinese tech stocks. But the yield story is still a big story here. And while we did see that movement in yields, it wasn't enough to really rattle markets. A lot of folks actually saying you could start to see significant more Treasury buying right now, which actually might tamp down yields just a bit. As far as some of the individual movers here on the day, I want you to take a look at the screen behind me. Sealed Air had been on a 12-day run. They were trying to make it 13, which would have been its longest winning streak since it went public back in 1998, but it slipped into the close, down about 0.2% here on the day. The biggest gainer on a weekly basis in the S&P 500, well, that belongs to Moderna. It's on a 5-day run right now, only 0.1% on the day, but the gains that it's added over that 5 days, remarkable to be sure. The flip side of that is Paramount, the biggest decliner on a weekly basis in the S&P 500 and one of the biggest decliners on a daily basis. And then take a look at GameStop. What a difference just a few days make. Remember, we had that 2-day run with GameStop Monday and Tuesday that saw the shares almost triple. Most of those gains erased here, including a 19% drop today. On a weekly basis, GameStop still higher by about 27%.